All right, welcome everybody to a wow. All right, so we're gonna jump right into some of the craziness right here. First of all, I'd like to say hello to everybody out there. Thank you all for joining us. Hello. So, all right, let's keep an eye. So look, we're gonna run over here. I just want to run really fast. Come on. Oh, and I should have restarted my computer before I did this. Let's see if we can. Oh, this is the one. No, it's not the one I want. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. That's this one. Okay, where are you at? Where are you at? Nope, it's not that one. There we go. Nope, it's not that one. Where are you? Hello, bubble chart. Now I got two of these up. Yep, sure enough. Don't need two of these up. Let's get rid of that one. There it is. Okay. So listen, this is super important, everybody. And I'm gonna start off with this candle right here, with this particular chart right here. This is my bubble chart. This is kind of where I became famous with charting. This is one of my most important charts, my most coveted chart. And I want you guys to all take a look at this thing. We are so long to going long here. This is very close to breaking this bullish long trade trend right here. Like once it breaks this is very bullish here, right? And you can see as you go back, and let me kind of squish this down right here. Squish this down. Okay, when you break this long trade line, right, this is a bullish signal, right? So here you go. Here's your wick over, right? Came back, but it was boom. This was a good signal for long. Here you broke over it again, right? Broke over it, retraced, but this was definitely a long trade right here, right? This was, if you would have traded this and stuck with this, now it would have been pretty harsh to get this little pullback right here. But this would have been, you would have caught it the second time as it came back up through. There would have been your second long trade right there, okay? And then it goes on, you're right over here. There you go. This is where it broke the line right here. And when it broke the line, and let's squeeze this up a little more. There you go. So here's your line. You broke this line. Boom, this goes up through. Now we are on the edge of this line. We are so close, right? But let me tell you, this is This is the make or break point right here, right? We're at the make or break, so this is extremely close. Now, we are showing we did get a very nice push, but this is scary right here, right? We just ran a long way. We just ran a long way on this. We got the volume, what we were looking for, right? We expected this, so it's not like we weren't watching for this. We knew exactly what to watch for here. And and there it comes, right? So now we got to really keep an eye out here, because this is kind of gets really sketch. And where are we at? Let's go back over here, and I just want to see where our price action is. Let's get down here. All right, we're all the way up. Look, we peaked out at 65.34, right? So we went all the way to 65.34. So we're way up there, right? So we're taking a look here, and we're kind of watching to what's going to happen next. And listen, I think we're so close. We're on the very cusp of this thing breaking out. I mean, we're so close. It's unbelievable that we could actually have some sort of a possible long right here. Now, as you see, every time we have broken out over this long area, right? Let me get this up back over here. Every time we have broken out over this long area through the recent history, right? It has just kind of gotten weaker. Look, here we broke out right here, right? Here's our breakout. So we broke out right there, right? And there we go. All right, so we've been a white one. So look, we peaked over here, got rejected, and then came back up for a second run. But look at every time we've broken this, though, we've got a little weaker. So we've broken over it, fallen back down, right? And then come back up. So I'm watching, see, look at here, broken over it, came back down. So I'm watching this right now. In fact, I am looking right now to take profits here because and or move my stop loss up. So I'm going to definitely take and be moving my stop loss up higher because of this repetitive pattern that once it does hit here, it does hit our white line. It just has got a little bit more left in it and then it falls out again. But then you do get a bullish continuation, right? So we're so close. Here you go. You hit it, fell down, and then you kind of got a bullish continuation. Now, this is completely possible. I'm watching for this. Now, here's the issue. If you look at the last 2 times we had bullish continuation here, right? Take a look. It has just gotten weaker and weaker and weaker. And in fact, if we went back and listen, I want to go to a different chart. I've got a different RSI chart over here. Let's pull up this other. Nope, not that one. This is the one I want right here. So if we go back, right, and we use this chart right here, and we go bing like this. Right, we're going to do 2 separate lines right here, right? All right, just so we're keeping an eye on some possible rejection zones, all right? And then pushed up, and let's see here. This is our bigger breakout. This is our second breakout, continuation back into it. So I'm going to use this one and this one right here. Right, and then I'm going to use this as a second. I want to use this, and I think the top here, I think this all works out. There, and then one more. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, so I want to put this on here so you can see that. Listen, here is our tops, and now you want to get those tops. You want to do the same thing. You want to come down and correlate that with this down here, right? And this is super important. We're going to leave this right here, all right, because this is so important right here. Okay, then we're going to do these tops right here. Okay, and then we're going to do let me see if I can pull one more out of here. See if I can pull one more trend line possibly. This one looks pretty good. Right, so take a look. There's that wick, kind of a cluster wick. Right here, couldn't get over this area right here. Right, couldn't break out. Held down and finally broke through. So we broke through, and in fact, this needs to go. This needs to go up just a little bit right there. Okay, and let's see if we can get this to work possibly. Might be a little right there. This might look a little bit better right there. Okay, so you got this top wick we smacked out, and that top wick, that wick there, this wick here, that wick there, the top of this right here, this wick right here. So this is a really good trend line right here, okay? So this has turned into our support now. So we're on the top side of our support. We're just barely trying to break through this, right? We're just right on this. We're so close. This might be a good time to move your stop losses up, okay? This might be a good time to move some stop losses up here. Just in case this decides to take a dump on everybody right now. This would be a really good time to move those stop losses up into, a little bit higher into profits. So this is kind of what I would be recommending right now, right? And you got two really good charts that are showing you've got a lot of resistance right now. Now this chart, we might have to go horizontal on this chart. In order to pull that off, we might have to come back here and break this out horizontal. And we're going to put this line in, and I'm pretty sure it's about right in there. Right? So we'll put that one as a red line. Okay. So this is super sketch right here, okay? Now, I would not be getting into a long trade right here, right? I wouldn't be getting into a long trade. In fact, at this point, I would just be waiting on the sidelines. That's okay. Listen, if this breaks out, that's okay. Don't worry about it, guys. We're here to trade. We're here to trade for a long time, right? This isn't like, one and done. We're going to be making a bunch of calls, a bunch of trades, you guys. There's no need for you to be, worrying about jumping into trades right now when you don't need to be, all right? So I want to kind of just break back here. Shorts just fell out of the ceiling. Look at that. Look at the shorts just dumping out, fell out of the triangle, right? This was more of a bullish pennant right here with the pie. It did break up. Take a look at it. So it broke up and then just got rejected right back down. This is kind of what we expected. So we expected this definitely to play out. There you go. Take a look. Came up, smacked your 20. Now your 20 has moved down here through this. It wasn't really touching this candle, I don't think. I think, yeah, it was. It did. It came up, smacked the candle, came down, smacked the candle again. So look, there's another level of added resistance that just stacked on top of us here. You've got all three of these moving averages. Now, they've all separated a little bit. So this is kind of this is good right here, because if there is a chance to break through them, this is where you want to be able to break through them when they're kind of separated like this. You'd like to get them a little more separated like this so you can take them on one at a time. This is going to be a lot harder to bust through these because they've got, they're loosely bunched right here, but they're still bunched. So it is going to add, you like to get them. Look, when they cross like this, look at that. Weak, bam, get them. Take on one of them. Hit it, drop, bam. Same thing. Resistant, this is support. Nope, drop through it. Right? Boom, touched it right on the thing. Get a second wind, bam, through it. But it's hard to get through this cluster, right? When you get this cluster right there, let's go back and see if we can find a good cluster. Like, oh, look at this. This is a good cluster. Look, he bounced once off the 20, came down, bounced once, made it rip right through the 50, bounced off the 30, used the 50 as support, as resistance, and then just rejected right back through. So this is a pretty good cluster that this dropped through. Other than that, it really hasn't gone through a cluster in an upward fashion right here, okay? So bearish. Okay, if anything, this is bearish to me because you've got a large pile. You got a piggy pile right now. Now, if we can get up through and on top of these, right? If we can get up through and on top of these, and I'm using the word if very loosely here, okay? Very loosely. If we can get up and get on top of these, that's going to be good. Now, look at this long wick. Look at the long wick here, and we did get this continuation, so this is good. Now, this long wick was lower, so we did post a lower low right there. So, especially on Phoenix, we posted a lower low. So this is hard to make out. This, honestly, to me, guys, this looks like a wave 3. To me, this kind of looks like a wave 2. I'm sorry, a wave 2 going down to a wave 3, right? So you're coming down wave 1, sorry, 2, wave 2. This is wave 3's wave 2. So 1, 2, come back up, break this. You just got to break out over this, get up here, and then you're going to break down for your final continuation of whatever we're going to test. So I'm thinking we get like up here and we break down like this, right? So okay. So now with that being said, I want to go back to that chart I just had. That chart had a very excellent point on it that I want to make sure where you at. Where did you go? Where did you go? Oh, is that it? All right, hold on a second. Let me find this chart. No, it's not it. It's not the one I want. That's definitely not it. Ooh, this is dangerous. We're going to get back to this chart in 1 second here. That chart just said super bearish. That chart just said, look out. All right. Where is that? Where is the chart I just had up? No. Sorry, guys. I am losing my damn mind here. I think I zoomed in and that's when I lost it. I think it was this chart. Wasn't it this chart? There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay. So this is an issue right here, right? This is something we need to be, just take a look at this, right? This is bearish divergence, okay? Clearly bearish divergence here, all right? This is clearly bearish divergence, and let me show you why. I know there's people going, oh my God, whatever. Vamp doesn't know what he's talking about. But now what's happening here, so look, we came up, look at this massive run, really nice, good run, right? Equal on the price action, right? And then you had your fall, and this was good. This all looks kind of normal right here. And then here you go. So then you make the same run, but you make this run higher. Your RSI went way higher. And look at your price action is 50% of the previous price action move. But your RSI action, your total RSI action, bottom to top here, is literally probably 60% greater, right? Because look, you started lower and you ended higher. So you probably have a 70% greater RSI climb here than you had the RSI climb here, right? And then you got this one, and look at this one. This one went way up here, way up there, right? And you got what this is 50% continuation from this wave, this RSI wave. You continued 50% there, but then you fell back. Now, let me tell you what, in the middle is where the danger is. You never should be worried about the tippy top area, right? You get up to the tippy top here. Look at this. There's the tippy top. Don't be afraid of the tippy top. The tippy top is bullish. Look, this is bullish, right? You get up here, tippy top. This ain't dangerous. This is bullish, right? This is bullish, right? Look, there is tippy top. Look, a lot of tippy tops, right? These are all bullish. Getting up to the top is not bearish. Breaking up high here is not bearish. It is bullish, right? Getting up and breaking this line is a bull run, okay? This is a very bull move. It's down here in the core. If you're down here inside of this core, this is all bear fair game here. This is all bear danger zone, and this is going up and down too, right? So going up and down is all danger zone to the bears in here. You've got to break this line, and then you get this beautiful continuation, right? Came up, just kissed the line right there, but just gorgeous continuation. Right, so now where we're sitting right now, we're in the middle. And if you trace your lines back in the middle here, right, and you see what happens in the middle here as you go back through time, you just take your cursor, right, take your cursor and you follow back. What happens when I'm in the middle here? Oh, boom, right, drop, right, in the middle, big drop, right, in the middle, big drop right there, in the middle. Big drop, right? Look at over here. Now this is all skinny. This is great. You know, you did get a big drop here. This was a big drop, but here you couldn't break out. Big drop, 1,200 point drop, right? Now a 1,200 point drop over here in RSI over here was a little teeny. Is so cute back in the day when we used to fall out 1,200 points. It used to be so cute. They were like little baby fallouts, right? They were so cute. They were little baby fallouts back in the day, right? Now we have big mamma jamma fallouts on the RSI. Like the RSI literally has to go from the top to the bottom to fall 1,200 points. When back in the day, a 1,200 point fall, right over here, look at this. You can't even see, you know, there's 1,200 points. This little teeny tiny little red blip, right? But you go back over here. I mean, that was like a day. That was like a day in crypto. It's like, you know, we only fell 1,200 points today. It's no big deal. And look at how tiny. See this little one right here? See this little fall, right? This is from 11.8, and it fell all the way to 10.4, right? 11.8 to 10.4, 1,400 point fall. Look at how little this tiny RSI move is. It's so cute, right? They're like little baby RSIs, right? Right? Little baby RSIs. Now, in order to do that, man, you just gotta, boy, we're putting in work, right? We're putting in some serious work, okay? So with that being said, right, with the serious work that we're putting in right now, we're having a real challenge to get back up, right? I'm telling you, and I'm going to say this again, Bitcoin needs Viagra. Somebody needs to go out. We need to get a big giant Viagra pill. We need to drop it and we need to give it to them because they're having a hard time getting it up, right? And when they're getting up, the performance is just is abysmal, right? This is some abysmal performance when they are able to get whatever it is they're trying to get up. It's just not, this ain't even tickling anything, right? This is actually embarrassing, okay? This whole sideways action, let me tell you what, this is sideways action. Sideways, okay? There's nothing. We haven't moved up. We haven't moved down. We haven't moved anywhere. We're trapped inside of this. And I think one of the best crypto personalities out there, one of the best Twitter guys out there, and really who has called this, the guy who has called this is Burb, right? I give Burb huge props. I mean, the guy is just a beast. He has been out there telling people, do not overtrade this area. He said, this is nothing. Stop over trading from 6,200 to 6,600. He said, stop, right? It's just dangerous. And once again, here we are, we're back up here. Now, can we get one more little breakout here, right? And look at how we look back over here. You have a lot of resistance, right? Look at this line that the price action is given to you. Look at all these wicks. Look at all these wicks. Just let's count all the wicks that wick through this area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, blocked, right? 8, blocked, 9, 10, 11, 12, block, 13, 14, 15, right? I can just keep counting them. You can go all the way down here, right? This little line right here is just brutal. Look at this. This is called the kryptonite zone, right? This is the kryptonite zone. And this is a very volatile. This used to be our support, right? Before we were using this area as our support. It is now turned into our resistance, right? This area is now our resistance area. And what happens is back in the day, we used to come down here and we would break through it, right? The kryptonite zone, you guys who've been following me for a long time know exactly what it is. We would 64.50. We would break through it and then come back up. Break through it, come back up. Oh, kidding, right? And the price would behave. And we break through it. And it's like, nope, we got to, nope, go all the way back up to the kryptonite zone, right? Hang out over here, break out, nope, and then back up. This is the kryptonite zone. It's exactly what this is. And the midline of this kryptonite zone is 64.50. Do some homework. Check it out. That's what it is, right? And this area is just a battle. It's a war. And now what's happening is if you look at this chart right here, we are starting to spend more time on the lower side of the kryptonite zone. We are now spending more time on the bottom of the kryptonite zone, right, than on the top. So what is this telling you? What is this telling you? This tells me we're going to get a little bit of I'm expecting a little bit more of a breakout here, right? Might not go this, this is a whomper right here. This is a whomper, but I'm expecting something like this. I'm expecting something to come up 66. We can even get to 6,800. We could get up here 67, 6,800. But this is now, listen, crypto, it's going to be really tough. Even if we spike up, well, we got to break 6,800. We have to get up over 6,800. And I'm talking have to get up over 6,800, close a wick, close a real candle over it, right? Get up here, close a real candle over 6,800. Show me you got the gabutzva, right? Because I don't think you do. I really don't think you do. I think you can get it. I think you can get up here and wick out up here? Sure I do. I totally think crypto can get, I think our price action can get up here, right? But I am telling you right now, looking at this chart, a blind man can look at this chart and tell you just this right here, just looking at this right here, right, is like a no-brainer. A blind man could look at this chart right now and read Braille and say, we have spent more time on the low side of this line, right? And more, we're spending more time. In fact, we've probably spent more time. And if you want to get really technical, you'd slide that line up like that, right? You slide that line up right like that, right? And you'd say, oh yeah, now I see it. Now I see it, right? And you can see that this is where the pain and the suffering is coming down, right? This is where the pain and the suffering is happening, is don't look at the overall price action, right? Don't look at this price action right here. Look at the facts. The facts are we have turned support into resistance. And this chart shows you that this support has been turned into resistance. And it proves it with your RSI. It proves it looking at your RSI right here. It shows you, you get a double confirmation that we want to be at the bottom. The price doesn't want to go up here, right? Unless it's artificially manipulated to get up there. And once again, do I think we can get up here? I think we can. I think we got one little push left in us. You know, nice little push. 67. Go for it. I totally think we got it in us. And I think we got one more little push in us, and we can get up here and play the final, play this game one more time, right? Play this game one more time. And look at how this 5-0 works. Look at the 5-0 right there, right? There's your 5-0 right there. Boy, how convenient of a location is that line? How convenient is that for all these wicks? Right? Look at that. Just the 5-0 right on all of this. Right there it is. This is the top side you're looking for. Oh, and by the way, look at this. Comes up. You know, now if we get sideways for a couple more days, there's your trend line. You've got this trend line that's marching down from the top side. There's your trend line at the 618. How convenient is that? Right? 6,900 would be a hell of a run. You know, my target is this trend line or the 5-0. I mean, I'd even like to get up here to the 382. Get me up to the 382, right? Just get me up to the 5-0. Get me up to the 382. Get me up to the 5-0. Sing me a song. Whisper sweet nothings in my ear. Tell me it's going to be bullish. Promise me I'm going to have a Lambo by December. Right? Tell me all the dirty things I want to hear. This is what I'm asking for. My needs are so limited here. I'm begging you to get up there, right? But this is going to be a hard march right here. This is going to be a hard march. And in fact, we need to be really, really careful that we don't retrace right here back down to the 236. Right? We need to be really careful that we don't just decide right here to come back down and retest this 326 right here, that 236, right? Come down here, test the 236, and then get one more little push up, and then this would be the final down, right? I mean, this would be our final capitulation. Our target here is we really have to target just blowing out this line, right? So for the bears, this is the bears' target. Right, the bears have to break this line right here. They have to break these wicks. It's that simple. So there's the bear target, right? And the second bear target is very, very simple to find. You just draw one line on your chart from there to there, right? And this line, wick to here. And then you've got another line that works out pretty damn, you know, you got this. So we're going to take that one. You could probably throw in, actually I like this one better right there. There you go. Okay, look at body, wick, body, wick. Okay, so henceforth, why you have to break now this trend line. And look, as this trend line keeps moving up, it actually gets easier and easier to break. Okay, so these are kind of our, and what I'll do is I'm going to put these arrows in here, color coded, right? So, you know, I really think this is, and we're going to put this as kind of orange. I'm going to put this in orange, right? And then I'm going to throw this one in here in red, okay? And I'm going to throw this one in here in red. This one can come up here, anywhere up here, even if we're kind of moving sideways-ish for a couple days, right? And this would be your Hail Mary, right? This would be amazing to get up here, get one more little punch back up here into all of this area right here. There it is. So I'm going to get rid of this. We don't need that. I'm going to take this right here. I'm going to just throw this up into this heavy-duty wick area. Look at all the wicks. There's all your wicks right there. We're going to go from the top to the bottom of those wicks. Kind of get a narrow range. There you go. Going to get rid of this. Okay. Going to get rid of this box right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this box up. Kind of this is my first range. I mean, I would like to make it up. So you got to break over these wicks right here. All right, so we're going to put this right in. This is kind of the, there's that. I'm going to drop this down a little bit because you got to get into this cluster right here. All right, oosh. There we go. So we're going to make this one orange. All right, we're going to make this one red. Okay. So this gets critical. This gets dangerous, right? This is like DEFCON 4. This is like we're going to war. This is like full-blown DEFCON 5. You better be getting some shorts ready. You better have some shorts up here if it makes it this far. Now, do I think it can make this far? Yeah, I think it's possible. I totally do, right? But I think you need to be ready. You need to be ready to be able to try to make it up here, right? But I still think we have a little bearish blurb, right? So we're gonna be like this is danger. So we're hitting the, so you got the 0.50 and you have a trend line, right? So you got two things that you're looking at right there, right? Then on our second one, right here, you got the point. What's it? We got our 0.382. And we have our first. This is historic, and then we'll do a and historic. So we got that and historical right here. Right up here, we've got all that, and we've got historical. And right, so we've got three things, three hardcore things right here, and then we're going to change this to red, right? And we're going to leave this one orange. So it kind of gives you what you have, and I'm going to stretch this out a little bit. I'm going to stretch this out a little bit right there. Right, and then you are in, right, you're in this yellow zone right here, right? So you're in the yellow zone. So this is a yellow zone right here. So let's just call, I'm going to call this whole area right up here. This is the yellow zone right here. So we're going to turn this one yellow, right? And you're going to be like, this is a historical cluster, right? Look at all this. This is a lot of wicks come up here. This is like a lot, look at the wicks topped out, wicks topped out, wicks topped out. Right, a lot of clustering going on right in here. Right, let's get rid of that. I'm going to move this over here. So now you're in a cluster. So we're in a cluster, but we're in between. But the other issue is we're between. Like we're right at a trend line. Right, we're in a cluster at a trend line. Right. And then we have, what else do we have? So a cluster and then a trend line, and that's pretty much what we have, right? And now we have support at the 0.236, and that price action is, what is that price action at? 64.19, right? So that price action is 64.19. I'm gonna drop this down. 236, 64.19. All right, so there we go. We're going to change this yellow. All right, so this is where we're at right now. This is very simply just looking at this chart, just a raw chart right here with your fibs on it. I don't even have any moving averages on it. We have our other moving average chart. We see the cluster. Oh shoot, let's go back here. So we're going to add, right, that this one has MAs, right? This one has MAs, right? And this one has MAs. Right, this one's got the MA20 on the 12-hour. All right, so this gives you a good idea of the daunting task you have before you. Right, the daunting task, and I really think you have a limited area you're gonna make it to here. Right, you have a very limited area, a limited run that's left. Okay. All right, yes, okay, now that's it. Somebody just brought up a really, really good point. Somebody just said, hey, but what about the shorts? Right, but what about shorts out there? And let me go into there. I'm going to show you guys something. Okay, let me show you something about the shorts. Okay, all right, let me tell you something about the shorts. Okay, when shorts go down, okay, when shorts go down, the market falls out. Okay, it's the craziest thing ever, right? When the shorts go down, the market falls out. It is, I know, listen, I get it, right? Look at these shorts totally fell out of the sky, right? When this is back in February, right? This February. Right, if we lined everything up here, right? Let me get everything lined up. All right, now I gotta squish it up here. Let's see if I can get this thing lined up. I gotta put these lines back on again. See if I can line this baby up. All right, there you go. Yep, there you go. Okay, so when the shorts fall out some of the times, right? Here you go. Look at the shorts fall out. Look at this huge short drop right here. These shorts just absolutely tanked. Right? What happened to the price? It kept going because people thought it was rebounding. People were taking profit. People thought, oh, it's this is over. It's not. There's no way it's going to fall anymore. There were too many personalities on Twitter screaming to the high heavens that this, because it was lower, because this was a wave 1, A, B, and this was wave C, and we are now going into wave 3. Everybody on Twitter back here was screaming we were going into wave 3. Hold or die, hold or die. Don't be that guy. And this is what happened here, and all these people freaking cleared out all their shorts, and then the market dropped another 2,000 points, right? And don't be faked out because you see the shorts dropping right here. Just because the shorts drop is the loose hands getting shaken out on the shorts by the whales, right? This thing is clearly, yes, we can go up, and yes, it'll short. We will clear out a bunch of the shorts, but just because the shorts start to drop here, don't think for a second that this market the bear run is over, right? I mean, if anything, I think the critical item to look at here is that I think the bear run is definitely not over. I think if people are just they're doing what they do, take profits. People are taking some profits. These shorts, a lot of the people who are sitting in these shorts right here, were probably camping on these shorts all the way up at 7,300 or whatever, 73. So we have guys in our group who are still sitting in a short from like 7,200 or something like that, right? It's crazy. I mean, they're holding on to these shorts. They're massive, and they're so in profit. It's insane. Okay, so with that said, just because these shorts drop down here, and we are a little, I am 60-40 bullish in this near time frame. Right here where we're at today, I'm 60-40 bullish. Okay, but listen, this is where we start to get in a little bit of trouble. Let's take a look at our 4 hour, right? There's our 4 hour candle. We clearly posted up a 9. We're up into the cloud on the 4 hour. We've got all these, this is great. This is very bullish to have this cluster. Now, we ripped through this cluster the first time, just destroyed this cluster the first time with this insane candle that screwed everybody's TA up. But now what we're doing is we're looking at it that... we're now on a 9. So we're on a 9. So I'm looking for this, maybe one more push up. Give us that little push up. Here's your resistance, 65, 81, right? I think we got one little push up, and I am going to start to be, I just keep moving my stop loss higher and higher and higher. So that's all I'm going to do here. I'm in a long trade on Tron. I called it out before it bounced. And so I would like to give some shout outs to the guy who did call out the long on Tron. Where's he at? Good kid. Let me show you. Here he is. Let me find his good guy. Urban Trading. Here you go. This guy, good up and coming trader right here. If you're not following him, give the kid a follow. He's got 1,400 follows, well under followed. Look, boom, I just added a follower. I'm looking at 14, I'm 444. I like fours. They're lucky for me, okay? So this guy he's a really good trader. This guy's doing good. The only crappy thing he doesn't do, and he's bugging the crap out of me, and I bust his balls all the time. I'm like, you can't just say it's going up. You can't just say it's going up. You can't, it doesn't help anybody. Anybody out there could say the price is going up or down. Anybody. Okay, anybody could draw a chart that said the price is going up and down. Give me some damn targets. Put your balls out there on the line. Man up a little bit. I've been talking to him about it. I want to see some numbers. Show me some numbers. Where is it going to? Right? Where is it going to? But he did a really good job calling. Now, a lot of us all, we all knew this was going to, we all expected this to bounce. And first and foremost was KK. KK did a great job calling the bounce. I did a perfect job calling the bottom. I mean, I couldn't have called the bottom anymore. I called it to, what did I miss? $1? Did everybody see my tweet? I missed the bottom by $1 on the poor guy, this poor guy right here. Throwing out to help the brother out, a fellow crypto brother. He said, can you help me out? I said 64, 40 first, then it dumped to 6,100. Listen, I don't like to ever make calls like that. I don't even like to do stuff like that in my group rarely, because you're really putting yourself out there on a limb when you do stuff like that. And I try to do my best for everybody. But I mean, this was a target. It was called to the absolute dime right there. And I really hoped it helped out. And I'll tell you what, I don't think it was even me. I think it was a higher power that helped that come through. And I really think that, he deserved that. His family deserved it. I hope his dad's doing well. It's horrible to hear stories like that. So I really don't think it was me at all. I think it was the crypto gods. The crypto gods above us being good to all of us, right? Let's go. We're going to take a look at our daily candle. Let's go peek at our daily candle. A bullish candle. Really nice. I like this. All right, so whacked on the 20 MA there. Okay, so this is tough because now we've come up. We're testing the 20 MA on this chart right here. Watch, look, we tested it before, got knocked down. Tested before, got knocked down. So we got to watch this. Look at the 20 MA just slicing through this like butter, like bang, 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 just beating them up, like slapping them around. Okay. So here we're really concentrating. Look, we're high. We're very high over here, right? This is back into a danger zone again. Okay, we're back into a danger zone up here. And let's go back over. There's our 12-hour. Look, the last time we fell out, this is the area we fell out on, right? All right, our RSI is at this point right now. So we've got our RSI right here. We've got our RSI. This is a critical line for us, right? This is a very critical line for us. And look, every time we come up and we tickle this line, we get knocked off it. Look, we did it here. Tickled it, bang, recover, right? But then it got ugly. Tickle it, bang, recover. and then it got ugly, right? We're about to tickle this line again, and we got to be really careful tickling this line. Now, if we can break out over this line, you see what happens. Look at these. They're really nice breaks. You know, if you get, not so much there. But here, you know, there you go. You get, when you break over this line, it's like 70-40. You get a crazy, you know, pretty good little shot right here. You get a couple hundred points at least. You at least get 100 to 200 points out of these things, right? You probably, you know, 200 points out of breaking over this, right? And then this was, of course, a bearish continuation. Now, for this here, you know, this kind of dropped back down, still a bearish continuation up. The worst thing that could happen to us right now is we kind of get into some more sideways action, and then this thing just keeps marching sideways on us for another week or whatever before we finally fall out here, okay? On your 12-hour chart, you're seeing your topside resistance, 67.55, all right? On your daily, 67.55, critical area, all right? Critical area to be holding right now, right? And listen, people who are asking me if they should take profit right now, I would set a stop loss. I still think we're at a really tough place where this is going to be we're so close to breaking out of this, and this would be great. If we break out of this, you know, we're going to come up here. We're going to get up here 6,800. And then I think we'll wiki, and then I think we'll just die. And when I think we'll die, I think we'll die. I think it'll be the final, okay, we're going to go down, and let's tickle 5,800 one more time. Right? I think that's where we're headed. And my hopes, my dreams, everything I have is that we can just make it up to this blue Tekken line. And one day I'm going to be able to spell Tekken correctly. I'm going to put the N in there. I swear it's going to happen. Don't judge me, all right? Don't judge me. I'm not good at spelling or math, all right? I'm just lucky with pretty colors, lots of pretty lines. Don't be fooled, all right? So now right here, so let's look at we're on our daily, just started a brand new green one. So this is good. This is good, right? No kind of a dangerous 6 or a 3, but we are on a 1, and we did have a 3 before us. And if you look over here at this pattern, right, look at the pattern, 2 3 5, 2 3 4 5, boom, right? You come over here, did we just accelerate this? Is this our 1 2 3? Okay, is this our 1 2 3, and we get one more drop out of here? So this day, just today, is a critical day. We have to be able to hold this area, right? Now, the fear is we get a dump right here, we get a little rally, and it's that hope relief rally. Okay, now I'd like to see this candle finish out like this one candle right here. I want to see this candle finish out like this one candle. Give us one more poke up today. Give us some beautiful volume, give us a little hokey pokey, and then we can all start to load up shorts up here, and or at least start to take profit or start chasing our stop loss, right? And everybody should be moving their stop loss into profit right now, okay? Do not get greedy. Like, you honestly can just say, all right, listen, Vamp, I'm listening to you, right? I'm watching your chart. I'm watching the most important chart on earth, and it is over. Where's it at? It says I find it. It's funny how you lose the most important chart on earth. There it is. This is the most important chart on planet Earth right now. Ignore every other chart that's out there. If you do not break this line, we are in trouble. Okay? And look what happened the last time we didn't break this line. Right? Here it is. Boom! Right? Ugly. Really, really ugly. Okay, we don't want this. We don't want this. And then look at, here. Came up, right? Came up, couldn't break the line, fell out, tanked, right? Came up, couldn't break the line. Look at this dump here, right at the line. What a tease. Oh man, this was mean right here. This was just spitefully mean, right? to get right up there, and I'm sure it was poking over. This was probably poking over a little bit, and then bam, dropped out. I mean, yeesh, right? Okay, so you can, right, just keep marching that stop loss up. That's all you guys got to do. Keep that stop loss going up. Listen, if you have 10% up on your trade right now, and you only make 5%, it wasn't your freaking money. It wasn't your damn money. Be happy with the 5%. Don't get greedy. Don't chase knives, right? Don't chase knives, right? That's all you got to do. You guys just got to be really smart about your trading. Now, if this drops back down, I would be very wary, right, of loading another long trade. If this drops back down here, I'd be very careful loading another long trade until you broke out up over the long trade line. Okay, once you broke up over the long trade line, you're good. You can start to ladder in your trades again. Okay, you can start to ladder your trades in again. But right now, your chance to get into a long trade was down here when we were telling you, right? We were down here saying, okay, right? Here's the bounce. Just like I told that guy on Twitter, I said 6,100. We're going to 6,100, right? And after 6,100, boom, there's the moonshot, right? All of us, a lot of TA people, a lot of really, really, really smart people, we think that this is that we're getting this little continuation, no matter how high it goes, unless this thing breaks up seriously out of the trend line, which is 6,900, and you're showing me some real volume, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it, right? It's all fluff. It's all fluff. Okay, and if you look at the thing, we're on a roller coaster here, right? This is the roller coaster. We paid to get on this roller coaster. Only the thing is, every time we get off this roller coaster, we have a little less money in our pocket. We have to keep paying every time we ride the ride. There's no one left, right? We're down to a kiddie coaster. We're paying the same amount of money to ride a kiddie coaster here, right? This is the good fun roller coasters. These are now kiddie coasters, okay? They don't even have a line. You don't even have to be tall enough to ride this ride anymore. They'll take anybody's money, okay? That's what the exchange is. There's even no limit. Remember how Binance used to have 10 Gs? You had to have 10 Gs to get into, used to have 10 grand just to be into Binance. Was it Binance? Who was it that had 10 Gs? You had a 10 G minimum. Wouldn't even let you in unless you had 10 grand, right? Now, that's all gone. Was it Binance or Phoenix? It's one of them. I remember when I first started trading, they're like, you have to deposit 10 grand or we don't even want you. I was like, damn. All right, okay. And so that is all those requirements are gone now. They're like, oh, you have $75? Yeah, come on in. Yeah, there you go. Phoenix. Phoenix is, they've removed that sign. There's now, oh, you have $500 you'd like to lose, sir. Come on in. We'd love to have you, right? Open door policy now. Any suckers are welcome. Come on in, give it a shot. Spin that wheel. All right, I feel like I'm at a carnival, right? You go to the carnival, there's no way you can win the damn games at the carnival. Impossible, right? So, all right. So it was only, oh yeah, there you go. It was only 0.5 BTC at that point. No big deal. All right, says the guy who's like gazillionaire over there, Tech. Thanks, buddy. Coming from you, that means nothing. Mr. I'm loaded. Okay, everybody, Tech is loaded. Don't have his pity party right now. Okay, so and Tech probably made. I hope Tech made money on my last call because he keeps missing my calls. All right. You can actually short on one Fox also. You can short on one Fox. Okay, so let's go back. Sorry, everybody got sidetracked there. All right. My Tron, I have been trading Tron, so I did get this long call. Two people were calling this long call for Tron. Crypto Burb and his crew were calling it. So they did spot a bullish divergence. Also RMB, feel free to go over to RMB and Urban. All three of them did a great job. I was watching their calling alts. Listen, I am not going to call alts. I'm telling you this. I am not going to call alts until I am like, I'm just not going to call alts and be so hardcore into alts until I feel that we're into more of a bullish rally because alts have a lot more opportunity to make a lot more money here. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking at. Here is my top. Look, here you go. So here's our target. This is my target. Target 30%, target 20%. Okay, so we've hit my target, which is the 5.0. I still think we have one more leg up, right? So let's move this out of here. And it's easier to count these other coins. There you go. There's one, two. I'm sorry. There's one. There's two. That's probably three. You're gonna get a four in here, something like this maybe, right? Maybe something like this or this. And then you're gonna push to five, I hope, which is up here. Eek. Eek. If not, we're still in a wave. This could be, let's see, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that kind of looks like a 5 right there for your wave 3. Coming back. Yeah, man. Fingers, toes, everything crossed that you can actually come up and target this right here. Okay, so this is my fingers crossed target here, right? Fingers crossed on there. I do want to go back and finish my candles. Sorry, guys. I'm just getting off. So many things to do. Okay. Bubble chart. Our MACD bubble chart. Still good. Now, take a look at the MACD bubble chart. This is also very important here. Do you see all these red lines right here? Do you see all of these red lines? Right? This MACD bubble chart is also one of those magical charts that tells you when you usually fall out, right? So you usually fall out from this zone to the bull break, right? This is where you fall out, right? This is what you're looking for. Look, here it is. Big fallout, big fallout, big fallout, big fallout. These are all big fallouts, right? Look at this one. Boom. Fallout, right? This area from here to here is all fallout areas, right? And I'm waiting to see where this is. Now, this doesn't like to fall out. This is why I think we've got a little bit farther to go here, right? Now, your MACD can actually keep going up when the price goes down, okay? It really can. Really weird. I can't explain it to you, but it just does. Okay, so even though the price can go down, see right here, see this price? It went down, right? This thing was still going up. You see the little divot there? You see the little divot, but it still kept going up. We can do the same thing. We just get a little divot right in here, right? Right in this solid line. You see the solid line right there? Look at the solid lines there. So you get this right here. You got a little divot right there. You get that right there. There's a lot of things that happen right along this solid line. You got that little divot right there, right? You got these two kinks, kink there, right? So I'm watching this as we hit this solid line right here because I think getting up into this solid line is definitely going to be party time, right? We're going to definitely have some kind of a party right here and see how this goes. Let's kind of zoom in here real quick. We're not far. Okay, boy, was that count off. Well, no, that was Jesus Lord. I mean, God, I mean, how do you count this damn thing? Fail count right there. That was a total fail count. So this would have been your 4, 3. That would have been your 4. There's your 5. I thought we were going to make it a little bit higher. Didn't happen. Okay, so there's your 3, 4, 5. Now you're starting another wave down. So this to me, this is real tough. So where are you at right here? Yep, A, B. Real tough. Because this wick is just screwing everything up. This wick is just screwing everything up. Okay. Man. Yeah, this wick is just like no bueno. Because I would like to count this there, there, and here's where you're looking, you know, anywhere in here. This is your C wave. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pushing up for wave 5 right now. Is kind of how I see this C wave playing out. Remember, the C wave you can get a little, you can get a little oomph here, right? So I see the C wave playing out something like this in here. You can be anywhere in here. Now, once again, there's your 200 MA. on your higher time frames. So, all right, now if you go back and you try to correlate that with our MACD, like our MACD, see we're not quite to the rejection lines yet. We're just not quite to it, right, on our MACD, where our RSI now, our RSI is right there. We're at the cusp. The issue with our RSI and our MACD, both of these, that they don't need anything. I mean, this thing can just roll over right here, just like a little puppy. Now, you have had this rejected the line, got rejected twice, exactly where we're at, twice. Look, 3 times. 1, 2, 3 times. Right at the same line right here, you've had rejection 3 times at the, oh, there's 4 times. It worked as support once. So if you go back, this where we're at is, once again, if you go back exactly where we're at, this area right here, if this thing rolls back over, this would also correlate with your RSI rolling over at the same time. So this says put your stop losses up. Move up your stop losses, right? Yeah, that wick is crazy. And let me tell you what, instead of counting out BTC, what you need to do is you need to come over and count out ETH. Look, here was my ETH chart last night, right? This was my ETH. I drew this trend line right here. This is my trend line. This was actually poking through the trend line. It came back up, so I came up. Here was our zones in our trend line, right? Look, came down, tapped it, came down, tapped it, and then rocketed back up. We hit bull target 1, looking for bull target 2 right here. And doing pretty good, This is good stuff. Okay, we are at a critical resistance place right here, right? So 8 ETH, 9 ETH. So we are at a very critical resistance place here for ETH. Okay, so look at our RSI. Our RSI is up here. We're in a heavy resistance area. So your RSI on your ETH is getting really up here. Let's drop one of these on here, and bang! Look, this line could pull back right there. Support and resistance on that line. You're really close to it. You are getting a fallout on ETH right now. Look at this. The ETH is actually dropping. ETH is weak, so it's scary to see ETH weak. Scary to see ETH weak like that. ETH and Litecoin have been a good indicator. So, all right, take a look here. All this resistance. Now, if you're over here and you're trying to count this out as a wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pretty easy 5 count, A, B, C, pretty easy. 1, 2, you're in wave 3. Think you're going to come down, test this right here, maybe come down, hopefully, geez, that's pretty far. Come down, test the trend line, and then bounce up to target 2. Right, so you bounce up to target 2. This could be an end of your wave 5, but this looks like a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And or this could be your wave. So this is wave 1, 2, wave 1, wave 3. You could still have one more move in wave 3 with another push up here to get a little bit higher. But I would really look to be taking profits up here in the 235 range. We have had some of the guys scalping. They just did a really nice scalp on this. Some of these guys caught this at like 228 or something like that, 227, and they were chasing this down. I know they did a really good job. Good job, Rocket. That was Rocket. Great job, guys. Watch your RSI, okay? And let's kind of want to zoom through the rest of the charts real quick here. I want to zoom through the rest of the charts. Kind of correlates. MACD coming into the break area. Okay. Sorry, got to get this for all the members. Okay. Okay. So your MACD is moving into the resistance area. Okay, and we're going to scoot over. Litecoin, look at the Litecoin weekly candle right here, okay? The issue with this candle I see is this is actually turning into a rising wedge. So on the weekly, this is turning into a rising wedge here. You need to be very careful on Litecoin over here. I just really watch out for it. Okay, same thing. Let's go over here. Let's take a look. Our short chart, we already did that. So our short chart, yeah, RSI is dropping out. That looks good. Everything looks bueno here. So let's take a look right here. Now, this is my ETFs get approved. So if the ETFs get approved, I'm looking for this thing to actually rocket up pretty high. I don't know about this anymore. I don't know about 9,900. But I definitely think if the ETFs did get approved, I think you'd have something a little more possible like 8,700. You could get a bump up to 8,700 right there. This would be totally possible. Okay, we're going to move on. Now, all these bear claws, and here's all your cluster and everything. This is really where I start to get, once again, this all is working as resistance here, right? So this is all working as resistance. You have this large formation of MAs. So you have a heavy MA resistance. Right, and that's pretty much up to your 67, let's just call it up to 6,700. Right, so we're going to call that up to 6,700. You got really heavy MA resistance all the way up to 6,700. We're going to pull that off. I like this chart right here. That's our day chart. 6,700, 2-day. There you go, 6,700. 3-day, a little higher, 6760. Okay, all right. Warning, 3-day has a bear cross coming. Okay, so you need to be careful. You've got a bear cross coming on the 3-day right there. Weekly, let's see, weekly, way higher, 6,900. Let's go back. I want to just kind of get in here, see if we have any other danger signs coming in the near future. 6-hour. Nope. Okay, all right. So I just see, all right, let's put this chart up. Okay, so there's that right there, and let me put my other MAs back on here. I just want to make sure I get this MA, put this one on, there you go. Okay, no help there. Oh, I want my 22. Oh, not that one. There we go, my 10. Okay, let me get inside. I just want to go through this, make sure I give everybody, super important. These moving averages are super important because they are bullish and are bearish. I want to just make sure I have everything. All right, so you got a bull cross on your 6-hour. Okay, so let's go through this. So one bull cross on the 6-hour chart. That's with the 7 and the 30, so that's really good. Okay. You also have a bull cross on your 10 and 20, right? So on the 10 and 20 on your 6-hour, right? So that's good also. Right, so you got two really good crosses right there that are about to happen. So it's very bullish. That's really bullish on the 6-hour. Wow, a lot of crosses, a lot of things, a lot of support right underneath here on the 4-hour. All the crosses have pretty much passed though. So the 4-hour is not helping you. Your 200 MA is at 6,600. 200 MAs at 6,200. Okay, so we're going to put a cluster of, we're just going to build a little cluster of support chart right here. This is our resistance. The same thing, 6-hour. Okay, let's look at our 12-hour. All right, same thing, cluster. We're going to widen the cluster up just a little bit. Bullish cross on the 12-hour. So you have a bullish, you have two bullish crosses. So you finished out this first bull cross, gave you this kick up. You're about to get a 7 and So your 12 hour has a 7 and 30 of bull cross. This is good. This is really good. All this is very bullish. You see where your resistance is on your top side still. These don't count. There's your support. I'm sorry, your resistance. Your daily chart. We're going to widen this up a little bit, okay, because I want to get all of this in here. So this is our cluster of resistance above us. And let's go over here. Nothing. No help, no nothing. Now you start to, all right, we're going to start to move our second cluster resistance up there. I want to see 7 hour, perfect. 12 hour, perfect. Okay, perfect. Weekly. All right, okay. So here we go. So now this is great because now what we do is we come over here. All right, we see where all of our moving averages are. So the first thing you should do is you come over here, grab your fib line, plop your fib line, top to bottom. I'm going to use this as my bottom right there. Okay, or I'm going to use this. I'm going to use that as my bottom right there, okay? So there's your 5-0. Remember, there's your moving averages. There's your 5-0. There's your 382, right? You know you've got a ton of resistance right here. So for our bulls, right, for our bull run here, right, these are our targets, and this kind of confirms our targets, right? So this would be target 1, right? We did this on our other chart. And this is how you get confirmation, people. This is exactly how you get confirmation. Target 1. Oh, and 1. So there's that. And then target 2. Okay. So there we go. We got some, good confirmation targets right there. We have some good bullish crosses, and we have some good confirmation targets. This shows us where our resistance is. That's all really good stuff right there, okay? I'm going to try to rip this out and finish this up as quickly as I can. I didn't see anything on the candles. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes, so sorry, let's go right here. So on your 4 hour, so your 4 hour has really ugly. Your 4 hour has this really ugly 9 that I think is going to bleed up. Right? I think this 4 hour, so I need to switch this back to 12 hour. Okay, we're kind of at his big dump line right here. We got to watch out. We're at a big dump line. So we already know this. We already know we're at a dump line, right? We see this from our other chart. We know this, so there we are. There's our trend line with our MACD, which is pushing up. So our MACD trend line is working. What else have we got here? We know our Stoke is close. And we know we have a 4 hour. We have an issue on our 4 hour. Right? So there we go. So, okay. Just want to go back to this 9 over here. Okay, we're not really into so we're on a 9, but look, we're not into oversold territory, overbought territory here, right? We're just not. I mean, I think this is got a little bit, this might have a little bit more oomph to left in it. If not, we're going to retrace like we thought. Get a little bit of retracement, get one more push up. It's never a bad time to take profits. Always a good, everybody should be in profit. Every single person in our damn group. All right, TD9 on the 4 hour. BTC. Looks, so we're, say 4.9. All right, let's go over to this chart. Our fib line chart. Oh, no, we already did this chart. This is good. Ah, look at there. Look at this. All right, our daily came up, just tested. Look at the right. Once again, now that we're looking over at our, right? So we're looking at our, so we have a lot of correlation here. So we have a lot of things correlating with this resistance area. So number one, you have your RSI, right? So you got a lot of danger signs of at least retracement. Right, you got one is you have your BB on the daily is at the middle support, middle resistance, middle line. You guys have 2. You have your RSI bubble chart is in danger area, close to bull run or close to bull pump, right? And then 3, we know our MACD chart, MACD bubble chart. Our MACD bubble chart is still not, it's close. Our MACD bubble chart is close to the rejection area. Actually, I'm going to say our MACD bubble chart is in the rejection area. All right, so our MACD chart is in the, so let's peel this off right here. Okay, so we did get some action. We're going to scoot this down. Just poking this baby, right? This is our daily. So we're going to get our daily over here. I don't know where our 12-hour is. So our daily is parked right there. What is that? 65.49. Okay. Okay, so our daily's parked right in the 65.49. Our other daily is down low. Doesn't help us. We're going to go to our 12-hour because these are the 2 main ones we play. Oh, look at this. All right, limited top side up here. Now, we can break through this, but our 12-hour top side, this is our 12-hour top side. That's down there. This is our 12-hour top side is, what, 66? It hasn't moved. We're just going to leave it there. Our 12-hour middle support has moved up. 64.17, right? So 64.17, and our 12-hour downside is, low side is, what are we at now? We're at 62.17. Okay. Okay. So what does this say? This says to me, we're in trouble. This means we're in trouble. This says we're still squeezing, right? We're moving sideways in this super tight channel. We're still going sideways in this channel, okay? We haven't hit the top of this channel. We haven't banged on the top of this channel right here yet. We've just come, right? We came down, tested bottom, but we haven't gone up and tested the top. So that means we got to be super, super, super careful here. Right? Now, even as this thing does break up, which I expect it to break up, right? Look, there's kind of nothing. You've got all resistance above you, right? All your resistance is right on top of you. So you're sitting here. Now, to break into the upside of this channel, whoa. I mean, you got a long way to run right there, right? You break into the upside of this channel and you start closing up here. We're going to have a talk. Right, because you start to get real bullish when you get up this high, right? And look at that, there's 7,100 right there, 7,100, right? I'll tell you what, you get up here, 7,100 area, and we'll have a talk. We're gonna have a talk about my 60-40. Now I'm 60-40 bullish right now that we get another little push here. I'm not 60-40 bullish in the market. I'm still bearish in the market, okay? Look at our 2-day, same thing. 2-day bottom side, 5,900. 2-day still the same thing. So, okay, so this gives me a lot of, yeek. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch this. Move your stop limits up, peoples. Damn it, move your stop limits. 6 hour, just banging in this channel. Right, just banging around there, and that's it. All right, we're looking good. And I'm going to drop this over here. Print this up. All right, and still in that tight channel. Weekly, doggy. All right, doggy, come on, doggy. You could do it. One more up. Don't let me down. I got this fish hook here. I think doggy can give me one more little up here. Give me a wick. Just come talk to daddy. All right. And then you can fall out. 12-hour chart, you know, we're just kidding. This has got a long way. This you got 10 hours for this to play out. Still think you can possibly retrace a little bit, then bounce up. ETH, same thing. I think we can retrace a little bit, bounce up. TRX, same thing. I think we can come down here, retrace a little bit, and then give us a little bounce up. I still think we got a little bit of oomph. Looking like that on all our charts. Looking like this on our, you know, we're so close on our, here we go. I'm just going to post this up again. Right. So close on the RSI bubble chart. Okay, so we're getting really close there. ADA, let's see ADA. Ooh, nice wick. Nice wick. Tapped on the 200 MA. People who don't believe in the moving averages. Okay, somebody says you don't believe in the moving averages, the power of the moving averages, just go unfollow them on Facebook immediately. First thing you should ask them, do you think moving averages are like a real thing? And just boom, instant unfollow. Okay, pretty simple. I put us in a channel chart here. So I put this in this channel, working out really nice, right? Got the bump. There's my arrows. I did this for the group last night. So we do have targets. Now, there it is. Now look at this trend line that's coming down. So here's all your heavy resistance above us. This is actually playing out really nicely, right? And here's the ETH. ETH in. Now this in the bear flag. Bear flag. This is a bear flag. All right, so we're going to title this bear flag. Right? Bear flag. Grrr. That's what we got. We got a bear flag going on right here, okay? Now, we have broken this. I still think we got a little more ways to go. Come up here, kiss this trend line, and let's have a talk, okay? This is my quad chart, right? So I created this quad chart because of that wick right before the wick, and then after that damn wick, I was like, seriously, this thing's freaking killing me. Again, I think I have one more chart to go after everybody after this. All right, so there we go. Kind of still, I chopped off this wick here. I chopped the wick off. I did that because I could just do that. Looking at a bullish and bearish scenario. Now, this is a lot harder right here. This is just not, this was our bearish scenario if this thing were to fall out and just, no, now that you've broken this line, this just got, you know, you're right here at completely just wiping this out because like it's just, that's it. I mean, you pretty much have blown out this possibility of this being a wave 2 down right here, right? This is pretty blown out almost of this being a wave 2 down. You're almost like this is, I mean, unless this thing just dies right here, absolutely dies. This is a wave C, so we're in a wave C here, and that's what we're doing, right? So this is, here it is. This is our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for our wave C. There's that count. Let's take a look and see what I had right here. Right, and oh, got it. Okay, so this is just my make or break chart. All this was is I said, okay, bull's got to break up over this, right? Break this and it's wave 1 up. That's all we're doing. And we'll put this back up here because we're watching our Stoke. Okay, and then we got, okay, so here we go. Here's my little charts, my little cute little chart I made right here. There's my super cute little chart. I know y'all appreciate it, my little chart art. I was comparing the candles kind of as they happened. And this is a 3-day. It's pretty brutal. And there we go. This is the one I want. And you see this candle, this candle. Now, it could be these two or it could be this one. We're about to find out, right? Bullish fakie, bearish fakie with a pin bar, went up. Actually, bullish fakie with a pin bar and went up, right? And so I'm looking. I mean, I'm close. Like, I'm going to delete this line. Okay, actually, let me do this. I'm going to print this. Okay, and then I'm going to save this. All right, and then I'm going to, let me just save this real quick. BTC, oh, we're going to do 9 BTC. Okay, so here you go. I'm going to delete this moving average line so we get, oh, look. Seriously, just too easy nowadays. Too damn easy. Okay, so now we got to watch out because this thing is possibly going to go maybe like this a little bit right there. Right? We're going to kind of swoosh up because we're going to get hit by this line. I think we're going to get hit by the price line, and the price line's going to come up and hit this. I think we're going to get a wick through it, maybe a candle through it. And then here's our top line. There's our top. Look, guys. So this dropped a little bit lower. I'm trying to coordinate this 100 with everything. We are super close though. So like I'm going to take my little candle here. This is actually a green candle. I'm going to move it over so you guys can see, right? And I'm going to scoot it down a little bit right there, okay? So watch out when we hit this thing, because if we come up and hit this thing, I think then we're going to for sure get a little baby bounce down, okay? So I'm going to come over here. And then, so I'm watching, I got two different fall points, right? So one is up, basically up into here, and then your fall. Right, then you get your fall. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there you go. Something like this. Something like this right here. Okay. Last chart. Most important chart. Like this is it right here. This is your most important chart that you need to be watching. Super important. This thing shows you when, where, what, why, what's going to happen. And I'm telling you, this thing is absolutely amazing. I stole this chart. I jacked this chart from Nebraskan Gruner. I jacked it from him, and I let him know it. I don't care. Everybody can know I jacked this chart from him. And this thing is absolutely amazing. Shows you all the bottoms, bottom, 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 bottom. Look, you draw this line right here. It's right around 11. And every single bottom has been called going all the way back. And guess what, folks? We're nowhere near the bottom. Okay? We're not near the bottom. So if people are thinking that the bottom is in, we're not near the bottom. Don't tell anybody, okay? But we're definitely not near the bottom. Okay, just want everybody to know that for the third time. Okay, so we are still bearish. This thing likes to call out these head and shoulders. Look at now, you had the little humpy hump here, right? This thing, look at how well this thing calls out head and shoulders on this price action. Boom, boom, perfect head and shoulders, right? You can't see the head and shoulders here because it's kind of like a, it's a crazy horizontal, linear head and shoulders, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder, right? But look at this thing. Shoulder, head, perfect. Shoulder, perfect. Dive, perfect. Right? Absolutely perfect. Absolutely 1-to-1, right? Look at this. Fell out perfect. Fell out perfect. Right? And it did it back here. Right? Boom, 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 boom. Right? Great. Did it right here. Boom, 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 boom. Absolutely perfect. Nope. Let me just get that back. And, you know, you can see how this played out. Look. Head. There's your head, shoulder. Head, shoulder, fell out, right? And then came out and tapped down perfect, right? And that was the bottom. And then you would have been like, long trade, and you would have pulled a massive long, and you guys in your hometowns, you guys would have been famous, and people would have called out your name, and people would have given you puppies and named little babies after you. And you, oh my God, people would have been like, you are the most amazing man. And all you did was just watch his chart, okay? So with that being said, this is making another head and shoulders here. Okay, look, this thing went down. Our price is going up. Okay, Gunnar. Yes, Gunnar. Yeah, that's the chart, Gunnar. So our price is going up. This is going down. All right? This is making a head and shoulders here. This is worrying me because tomorrow I'm going to mark this little thing right here. If tomorrow I see this little puppy keeps heading south, I'm going to have a serious issue, right? So what is today? Today's the 20th, right? I'm going to put a little thing on here. September 20th. Was it 6 p.m. or something like that? What time is it? Jesus, 7:30. Golly, how did it get 7:30 p.m. already? Man, okay, I got to hurry up, guys. So there you go. September 20th, 7:30. We're going to make this smaller. It doesn't need to be that big, okay? So there it is. If tomorrow I come back and this thing keeps going down, oh, ho, 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 ha, 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 I will be loading a short, right? So if you dig into this right here, look at this. Does the double little chicken dance right there, the double little top right there, comes down, bounces back up for the last top, right? And then as soon as this thing starts to, oh, good head and shoulders, right? Good head and shoulders. So now you're starting to do this little head and shoulders dance right here. Maybe one little more push up, right? One more push up. Like, let's take a look at this thing. Right? Maybe one more little push up there. And then danger zone. Look at these red dots. Red dots, then fall. Red dots, then fall. So I'm just going to really watch this chart. All right, bullish warning, bullish run. All right, so I'm really going to be watching this chart right here to see what happens, because this chart is super amazing at calling tops and bottoms, and I'd like to see what happens one more time right here if this thing does make a final little fall down. This chart scares me. This chart is too good. This chart scares me. This is just chart gold. All right, that's it, guys. I mean, this is it. There's my regular old chart, just chugging along. Listen, I know you people are making money on my charts, right? All I ever ask, give me some likes, give me some love. Can I get a little bit of likes, a little bit of love? I want to say thank you to everybody for being here. Really appreciate everybody being here tonight. Thank you guys so much. I hope to, I'll be on tomorrow again for sure. So we should all be good. Please listen, go out, show some love to our crypto Twitter fam out there. Right, we got a bunch of really good family out there. Like I got a bunch of messages I got to answer. I promise I will get to all your messages. I get to everybody's messages. I've like literally, I mean, it's insane how many messages I have. I have a ton of messages. I will get to all of them. I promise you, people. Thank you guys all so much. Do me a favor. Go out. Show some love to some of our people, right? You got KK. Here's KK right here. Guys, look at his calls right here. This guy is just absolutely amazing TA guy. He's in our group. You can listen, you bull package, bear package. This guy is absolutely amazing. Just nailed these calls, right? Nailed these calls. Did a great job. Called the top, called the bottom. Look, hit 6,100, right? And then he said this could be an amazing swing long opportunity. Pounded that 6,100, bounced off there. This was amazing. He did great. Now, I do want to say that, yours truly also called that, Thank you. But this is how much talent we have in our group, and this is the kind of calls you get over in our group, right? Here's where we at here. Let's go. This is the TA calls. So this is where KK is. This is where he makes these amazing calls. They called this last Tuesday. Called this out. Absolutely amazing. Now, he calls this until the call is done. So this call is not finished yet because he's still looking for this to get back up and test just a little bit higher. See, there it is. He says there's your top side right there. So he's calling 65.80 to 67.40, right? Now, all of us have these targets pretty much in sight right here. Right? We all have these targets pretty much in sight. So for people who want to know how good we are and how accurate you are, there you go. Now you got to be careful because 50's, what is that? 60, what is that? 54.80, right? You got to watch out because we're at 65.80. So we came up here, we've hit 65.40 so far. That's just a little ways more to go. Got to be careful. So we are in the danger zone right here. All of us have been saying we knew we were going to get some kind of a bounce up here. We've been saying it for a while, and we've been playing it, not just saying it, playing it, making that money. right? Making that good, easy money. So come on over. There's so much more in our group. Our group is so big, so many great traders. God, Rocket is a beast. And that's it, man. That's all the shilling I'm going to do. I'm not even going to shill myself. I just want you to come on in, see, peek, and all our group. The guys are all so amazing. Thank you all. Really appreciate it. For the Vamp, I am out.